Yeah. So Busi, I'm going to ask you some questions. So I would like to have the most direct and honest answer from you. So it will also
Yeah,
help me to improve.
yeah.
So uh, what do you like about the courses we had so far?
My most important thing, it wasn't only about the job, but it was me fitting into the job and my personality. Almost the first two meetings we had, you were almost a psychologist and
Yeah.
not a career counselor. So
No.
you need to help me understand myself before I understood the job thing. And that's the most important thing I think you've given me. And every coach should give their students. Yeah.
Oh, thank you so much. And why do you decide to choose me as your career coach?
It's very crazy because there were a few career coaches out there,
Yeah.
and I go with the energy that feels right. It sounds bizarre.
Mm-hmm.
And you came across one like the person I want to speak to. But the other thing is, we had that first meeting, which was a free, like
Yeah.
1 hour session.
Yeah.
And it went, you wouldn't remember this, but it went longer than 1 hour.
Yeah.
You were not rushing me. I didn't feel like, oh my, she wants my money or whatever. You actually wanted to understand. So it was a two-way street
Mm-hmm.
where not only I was feeling you out, but you were feeling me out. So
Yeah.
it wasn't like you were there for the money. It took us longer than that. And it became about my personality. And it was like you were patient and you wanted to get to the bottom of this thing.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. I thought, oh, I have to do this, because by the end of it, I decided I didn't need years, because we had that rapport immediately and the patience immediately, that this wasn't in South Africa, they say like a sausage factory, where you
Okay.
put the meat in the one side and
Yeah.
a sausage is made. It was like a personalized experience
Yeah.
of me, and that's why I chose you from that one session, the first session. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you so much. And another thing is, how did you experience the support from me during your job search journey?
I think I must admit, I was, they would say in English, raw. I didn't have a CV, I didn't have a LinkedIn, and I didn't have an understanding of what all that means. So I had to get a lot of hand holding. So my experience was I needed my hand to be held. And you held my hand.
Yeah.
And in the end, I knew when I was okay. Like,
Yeah.
I knew that you'd done, so my experience was very good, but you took me to a place where I had confidence in myself that, oh no, the process is done. There is nothing actually whack about my CV. It was giving me the confidence. So the experience gave me that confidence. Like, no, it's fine. It's not your CV. It's not whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's something else if I don't get anything.
Yes.
I love that hand holding. Some people don't need hand holding. I needed a lot of hand holding.
Okay. Yeah. So you feel like you can reach out to me at all time because you, okay.
Yeah.
That's also great. So what results did you get from it? And if you compare your thoughts before and after the program, what are the differences?
So my results were two. So I did get a job out of the process. So that was the good. So I did get the job out of the process.
Yeah.
But the bigger thing I got out of the process was an understanding of myself.
Yeah.
So it was an understanding of myself and an understanding of the Dutch market. So I would have never come out here, and I wouldn't have gotten it. So I am an experiential learner. I have to experience the things. So if someone had told me just by the by and left me, or just given me a book, I would not have gotten it. Like, I need to walk with someone in that. So I learned the Dutch thing by walking through and making mistakes and coming right and trial and error.
Yeah.
And this experience gave me that. So myself, the Dutch environment, and I left with a job out of the whole thing.
Oh, that sounds fantastic, because you solved three things in one go.
I did.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you say to someone who's on the fence about working with me?
I would say definitely do that first meeting. Definitely do it. You've got nothing to lose. Absolutely do it. The other thing is that I don't care who you are. If you're an expat, you don't know the Dutch market at all, and you'll need your hand held. I think the Dutch are very good at their marketing outside, when you're standing outside looking in, as to how things work here.
Yeah.
But things in reality work very differently. And you actually need someone to help you through it. There are few things in life that are the most stressful things you can do. I think one is a divorce, the other one is moving house, also starting a new job, all sorts of things like that. You've just moved to a new country. You have to get a new job. You need all the support you can get to do it. And I found that support with you, that even if it was, I had bad news, I had that support. So I would say this is one of the most stressful things you're going to do. You need support, and give yourself the best chance at deciding by doing that first meeting.
Yeah.
You won't actually regret it. Even from that meeting, you'll get stuff out.
Yeah. That's great. That's great. Well, thank you so much, Busi, for all this very direct and honest feedback, because that also helped me to keep improving and also helping the others. Thank you so much for that.